Good morning. Wet hair today, sorry. One of those days, going to be another run. So it's good, it's exciting, it's Friday, woohoo! We might actually get rain in Arizona. Wow. It's been a few months since we've had any rain at all. And that last rain, I don't know that you could even call it real rain. I didn't get any, I don't think, at my house, but they had a teeny tiny bit in Phoenix. Somewhere in Phoenix. Somebody's backyard got a teeny tiny bit of rain. So we get really excited here when we find out it might rain. Good morning, Grant. And so that, oh, sorry, I used my Connor voice. Here he is. So anyway, what to talk about today? Let's talk about Connor. Hi, Connor. Sorry, you guys can't see Connor. Let's see. Knocks over the camera, which he's kind of close to doing. There's his nose. Hi, buddy. So what to talk about today? You know, I'll share just a little bit of something I've kind of noticed here in the last couple of days. And that is support systems, our friends. How they change. And you know, I was my feelings were a little bit hurt thinking about some of the people who, good morning, Eileen, who have been a support system to me in the past, who have disappeared now. And not any of you guys, of course, you're here, you're watching. But it's interesting, you know, you think, wow, you know, this person's like my biggest cheerleader. They're really cheering me on and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like crickets, nothing. And I was kind of getting a little bit grumpy about it. And I had to stop and think, you know what? It's perfect. It's perfectly perfect. It's so perfect. There are people that come into your life for different phases of your life and hold that space for you while you transition or go through whatever you need to go through. There are those lifers, you know, who are always going to be there for you. And you know, you can't shake them with a stick. So, and that's a beautiful thing. Then, you know, there are those that just kind of pass through and are just here for a brief moment of time. And sometimes we think those people are going to be people that stick around, that are going to be part of our network, or the people that we know, trust, and like, and want to work with on many levels or be friends with. And sometimes they do stick around, sometimes they don't. So it's just kind of interesting observations, and just, you know, it's having that unconditional trust that it is perfect and that everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to. There are no mistakes. So anyway, I don't know if anybody else has experienced that. I wanted to share a little life coaching tool, and this might be something that you could do over the weekend if you have the time or if you have the interest. No shaking me, no. I know. Grant and Eileen, there's no shaking either one of you. I know. I love that. I love that about you. Thank you for being here for me. It's a life coaching tool, and it's one of the classic tools, and it's called More or Less. And it's a very simple way to kind of bring out some of the things that maybe you need to work on, or that you'd like to work on. And for those of us who are kinesthetic, you know, or are feelers, sometimes it helps to use the palms of your hands. And, you know, in coaching, you would have a coach there writing your list down and then, you know, narrowing in and expanding on those items. But you could do this on your own just to kind of get a quick list. Perhaps record yourself talking out loud, or if you have a friend, somebody that you trust, that you want to do this with, that would work beautifully as well. But what you want to do is you can use your hands, and some people don't need to use their hands. Some people can just close their eyes and start that list. If you're kinesthetic, sometimes it helps to feel the energies of the more and the less. And you want to name one hand more and one hand less. Doesn't matter which one. And what you're going to look at is, first of all, just kind of feel the energy of it. Which feels heavier? Which feels lighter? And then narrowing in on, which one you feel like you want to work with first. So, if your more hand feels pretty good, but your less hand feels like, not quite there, maybe you don't want to start with less. And what you're going to do is you're going to start listing off things you want more of or less of, whichever hand you're working with or whichever one you want to work with first. And most people want to work with both. Don't want to work with just one, but pick one to work with first. And make a list, I want less negativity, I want less chaos, I want less clutter. Anything you want less of. I want less judgment. I want less demand on my time. Those could be some examples of less thans. Less hatred, less conflict, whatever it is that you are going through at that time. And your more hand is going to be the things you want more of in your life. Could be more love, could be more abundance, could be more friends, could be more enjoyment and joy, fun times. Could be more work. It could, yeah, everybody's going, yeah, right, more work, that's what I want. No, some people do want that. Trust me, I want more work. Good morning, Shelley. It could be more, more stability, more kindness, whatever it is. And just make your list. And then you can start ticking through them and going through them item by item and weeding them out and seeing which is priority, what's more important, what's less important. And it's just a great tool to get you started on figuring out what it is that you want more of in your life or you want less of in your life. I have found that when you clear out the less thans, more or less ofs, when you clear those things out, you make space to bring in the items that are on your list of what you want more of. And so it might be a great place to start. So anyway, that's just a little classic coaching tool that I thought I would share because it is something that you can do on your own or that you can do with a coach. I wish I would have written this down. There were some really awesome statistics I read the other day about, and I think I put them on my website. It's in the scheduling part, the descriptions of each of my services. But there's a study that shows that, if you have an accountability partner that you work with, your chances of reaching those goals are like 95% higher than if you just do it on your own. I mean, it was astounding. And so having an accountability partner or a coach and being committed to them, seriously, 95% it increases your chances of succeeding on that one particular item. So that's huge. That's huge. I do coaching. I've been doing coaching for the last few years, and I can do it on the phone. You do not have to be here. Good morning, Sharon. Nice to see you. You do not have to be here. I love to use coaching and hypnotherapy together if you are here in person. Hypnotherapy can be done like online, like in a Zoom. I really prefer to do it in person, at least for the first couple of times, and then once we kind of have that bond and that trust issue, then I don't mind doing them online. But I really do prefer to do hypnotherapy in person. But if you think it could be something that would be helpful for you, want to explore it further, just talk to me about it. All the information is on my website, or you can always give me a phone call, 480-205-9410. And I will be here. I'm going to read you one of the little poems from Opening the Invitation by Araya Mountain Dreamer. It says, it doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. Isn't that beautiful? We all need that kind of support. We all need that person there that can support us through our transformations, our challenges, our growth, and stand in the fire with us. And, hopefully that's a loved one, a spouse, a child, a parent, a friend, maybe even a coworker. We all have those relationships. And, a lot of people, it's like we think that we're going to be burdened somebody sometimes. And so that's where the beauty of having a coach lies, is being able to have that person that you can do some of these things, and will stand in the middle of that fire with you and hold your hand and guide you through and cheer you on, and get on your ass if you need to have that happen. Some people do. So there's all kinds of coaching, and you choose what you want. So I can be a soft, nice, kind, supportive coach, or I can be a bulldog coach. So you lay out those parameters, right? So let's pull a postcard from Spirit and just receive a beautiful message today. Thank you for the smiley faces. Good morning, Dave. Okay, if you're in a place that you can do so, maybe just taking a moment to take a breath. Close your eyes or let them just go to a soft gaze, and just relax that forehead. Feel the stillness within. We don't check in within ourselves enough. And just taking that few moments sometimes just to allow yourself to be still and quiet. And just connect to the Holy Spirit, the universe, God, Jesus, whoever it is that you want to connect with. And being in that space of openness and love. Dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity is your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you are facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. Then you follow these steps. You can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. How hard is that to admit that we have needs, that we need help? Yes, Grant, you do need a kick in the ass sometimes. Shelley, I love morning coffee and postcards from Spirit. Thank you. I do too. Just admitting that we need help. Why is that so hard? I talked the other day about, depression and suicide and some of those really tough topics. And, we stay silent because we don't want to be a burden. And we think that this is just something that we're going through alone. And it's not. It's not. It's something everybody goes through. We all have needs. And how beautiful would it be if we could just ask for that help and just admit that we do need help. And it may not, I might be physical help. You might need help in your home doing some things, or you may need some extra emotional support, or, so many things, spiritual help. How to admit it out loud to somebody else. How hard is that? It shouldn't be, We would be so much healthier and happier if we would allow ourselves to be vulnerable and to give up this false evidence appearing real, known as fear, of being who we are and being honest and living authentically. It's a very freeing place when you get to that place. And I'm not there all the way yet, obviously. I'm working on my journey just like everybody else. And but gosh, to have somebody to reach out to, just to say, I need your help today. I need this. Just saying to yourself, I need help. I have to ask for help. It's powerful. So I know we all have somebody that we can do that with, reach out to. I'm always here, and I honor you. I appreciate you being here. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I would love to. And please, guys, I need to know what you would like to have covered. I'd like to know what topics you would be interested in. Because some days I'm like sending my camera and my little tripod here, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what to talk about today. And so if you want to keep me from rambling on about nothing, please send me some ideas, because I'm totally open to them. And if it's something that you want to talk about or want some discussion around, I can tell you there's a lot of other people that want the very same thing. So we aren't ever alone. We think we are. And don't be silent. Let me know, okay? I love you. Have a wonderful Friday as you coast on into your weekend. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Love you. Peace and blessings.